Baloo and Asuka. Kate POV. If people think I'm crazy, that man got me beat. Kane looks at me and laughs, he can't be that bad. I run my fingers through my hair, I had to give this man a kill list so he won't go around and kill random people. Why the hell do you want him in Black Dragon? He looks at me and then at his phone. Imagine having someone like him on our side. He's already crazy, maybe even psychotic. Say if he reaches his breaking point and nothing can stop him. It's better for him to reach that point and he is on our side and not against us. I pour myself a drink. What about the woman he got with him? He shrugs his shoulders, he's not going to kill her. She would have been dead by now. I take a sip of my drink. What does he want with her anyway? He lets out a long sigh, he's probably like me and you. He like black women just like us. Since you showed me a picture of her, I don't blame him not wanting to let her go. I point at him, keep talking like that and I'll tell Alize. He throws his hands up in surrender, I'm just saying. You can't say we're all not alike when it comes to our women. Look at Jasmine and Haven. Both of them have the perfect body including Alize. I roll my eyes and he laughs, you can't even deny it. He puts his phone down, how about I go for you the next time you have to meet him? I look at him and then sigh, yeah, you go then. He's not scared of me at all and I doubt he'll be scared of you. Kane laughs, I don't want him to be scared of us. Anyway, what did he say to make you so on edge? I pour me another glass, nothing, it's just how he is. He nods his head and his phone starts ringing, hello. I'm going to kill you and Cade when I get there. I hear Neil yell into the phone and Kane laughs, what happened? He puts Neil on speakerphone, you gave the driver a whole different address. Why the hell am I at a strip club? Send me the right address. I just sent it to you. I say to Neil as I send him our address. Are you here alone or did you bring Haven along? He mumbles to himself, I left her and the kids with Dexter. They have to complete some modeling project so I couldn't really bring them along even if I wanted to. I look at my watch and then sigh, I think I'm going to bed early today. You have to go meet up with Zayden tomorrow morning. Make sure you wear a mask. I walk to my room, Cade, stay your ass up. We still need to talk when I get there. I ignore Neil and go to my room. I can't believe Kane wants someone like that to be around us. Lyric POV. I wake up to the sound of Tiger meowing. I look at the time and see that it is 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't even remember when I fell asleep. I slowly get out of bed and go to the bathroom. I look at myself in the mirror and groan. I still have the clothes on from last night. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I then take a 15-minute shower. Nancy comes in with a new robe, breakfast is almost done. I'll bring it up in a few. She hands me the robe and Zayden walks in. Come down and eat. Nancy walks out and I look at Zayden, why are you looking at me like that? All of a sudden I feel a shock of electricity run through my body. I fall to the floor and scream, ah! I pull at the collar in fear, take it off. It's going to kill me. He bends down in front of me, huh? I thought you wanted to die. I look at him and he holds a remote up. He pushes a button and I scream, stop. Please. I pull at the collar and the volume of the electricity goes up. No more secrets. I look at him and he laughs, don't look at me like that. Don't hide anything from me. I quickly nod my head, okay. Okay. I won't hide anything. Promise me. I nod my head and cry, I promise. Please. I promise. Take it off, please. He lifts my head up, nope. He stands up and I cry out in pain, it hurts. He picks me up and throws me over his shoulders. Nancy, we'll be back. I want her to see the bodies we drowned last night. I hear the sound of a car pulling up. Zayden puts me down and a man who looks a lot different from the man from yesterday gets out of the car. Who the hell are you? You're not Mask Man. This man has a different mask on and he looks to be a little bit taller from the other masked man. He looks at me and I flinch from his gaze. I'm the masked man who will come after you if you kill my friend. He smiles at Zayden and I step back. You seem a lot scarier from Masked Man. The man looks at me again and I start crying. You've been having your fun with her, haven't you? Zayden picks me up and laughs, getting a soft spot for her already. He clears his throat. I actually am. I'm the type of person who also likes to kill. That's why I like you, but my friend thinks you're on a whole nother level of crazy. We are finally at the lake and Zayden puts me down. The man looks at me up and down and I step back from him. I don't know how you're going to take this, but don't kill this woman. Take it as a threat, a promise, or a request. Whatever you do, don't kill her. I look at the man with wide eyes. He bends down in front of me and wipes my tears. And if I kill her? Zayden challenges the man right in front of me. I keep my eyes on the man and he looks at Zayden. You'll do whatever you feel like is best for you. Zayden pulls me away from the man. I wasn't going to kill her anyway. She makes it easier to catch my next targets. He raises his eyebrow. What's your name? I suck in a shaky breath. Lyric. All of a sudden a group of men come out of nowhere and I stand behind Zayden. Who are all of these people? The man looks at Zayden and smile. These are the people who are going to retrieve the bodies. I'm not going in that water. Zayden looks at me and I look at the ground. It seems like someone actually does care about you. I slowly look up at the man and see him talking to the group of men as they get ready to go in the water. Do you even know who you're working with? Zayden looks at me and laughs. You want to know who's the man who's protecting you? I glare at him and he raises his eyebrow, getting a little brave, aren't ya? He puts his forehead against mine and smiles, but to answer your question, no, I don't know who I'm working with. Sooner or later I will know. We hear someone clear their throat and we look over and see that it's Masked Man number 2. Don't you see us having a moment? You just had to interrupt, didn't you? Zayden says as he walks past the man and watches as the people dive in the water to get the bodies. Zayden pulls out his phone. I'm going to show you my next victim. The man looks at Zayden's phone. Why are smiling like a kid on Christmas? Zayden laughs, because this person will be so fun to kill. Zayden says as he looks back at me with an evil smile. 10 minutes later the men come up with the 2 bodies. Why can't they just leave them down there? If we leave them down there sooner or later someone will end up finding the remains and then that will lead to a murder case. We don't want people investigating us. I look at the man with wide eyes and he laughs. I just knew you were thinking that question in your head so I answered it for you. He walks towards me and I step back. How did you end up with Zayden? I hug myself and look at Zayden as he looks at the bodies. He helped me from getting raped and killed. The man who was trying was a rapist and a killer. He killed 99 women, I was going to be the 100th. What are you and Bunny talking about? Zayden walks up to us and throws his arms over my shoulders. I'm asking how she ended up with you. I look over at the bodies and I feel myself get sick. I quickly look away and Zayden laughs. She's still not used to dead bodies. She should by now. My stomach growls and I hold my stomach. Have you not eaten yet? I look at the man and shake my head. I'm going to eat when we get back to the house. I see something by my feet and I scream when I realize it's a snake. I start to panic and Zayden picks me up. I wrap my legs around his waist and hang onto him tight. Bunny's scared of snakes. That's funny. I close my eyes to slow my breathing down. We're going to go back. I'll text Masked Man to let him know he can come and get the next body. Zayden starts walking towards the house and I open my eyes and look at the man. He waves at me and I close my eyes. Zayden doesn't put me down until we arrive back at the house. Who would have thought that someone actually wants to keep you alive? I look at Zayden as Nancy sets a plate in front of me. I eat my food in silence. Nancy, We're gonna be gone for a while. You don't have to worry about cooking dinner for us tonight. I'm not even sure if we'll be back by then. Nancy nods her head and I watch as she walks out. How can she work with Zayden after he killed her family? Zayden finishes up his food and walks out of the kitchen. Once I finish my food, I stay in the kitchen. I'm too scared to do anything. Nancy walks in and she looks at me. You can walk around if you like. Anywhere is fine except for his room. His room is off limits. Like I would want to go to his room freely. I slowly nod my head and stand up from the table. I walk around the house and I realize that there aren't any pictures up at all. He did say he has a sister, but he doesn't talk about her, or I haven't heard him say anything about her. Does he have any other siblings? I walk outside to the backyard and my eyes land on a swing hanging from the tree. I see something run across the grass and I walk towards it. Does he have a dog? I hear a few sounds as I get closer. I walk towards a small shed and once I get in I see two little bear cubs. I step back and look around. Where's your mom? They run up to me and I step back. I look around for the mother bear. There's no mother bear. I turn around and see Zayden standing behind me. He walks past me and the bear cubs run up to him. I adopted them. I wanted a wild animal as my pet. I look at the cub. You have two bear cubs? As pets? Are you crazy? He looks at me and I drop my head. Don't even answer that. I look at the cubs, a boy and a girl and their brother and sister. Baloo and Oscar. I look at him. Baloo? From the Jungle Book. He nods his head. Yep. He rubs their stomach and then stands up. Time for us to go. We walk through the house and go to the front. We walk to the car and we get in. I lean my head against the window. I play with collar around my neck. Who is he killing next? 2 down, 2 to go. Zayden POV. We are at a hotel and I am looking at my phone. Bunny comes out of the bathroom with a sheer dress on that stops mid-thigh. She hugs herself and I stand up. I put my phone in my pocket and I grab my keys. Time to go. We are in Reno City on our way to a popular club. Bunny doesn't know, but my next victim is one of her other bullies. Once we get to the lobby, many eyes lands on Bunny. You have all eyes on you. How do you feel? She ignores my question as we walk to the car. I start smiling as I imagine Bunny crying when we kill her bully. I look at her and she is staring out the window. We pull up to the club and we get out. We skip the line and I show the bouncer my phone and he lets us in. We walk in and I pull Bunny towards me. Go walk around. Don't even try anything. She looks up at me. You're leaving me again? I start laughing. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how I feel. I walk off and she grabs my arm. Don't leave me. Why? Do you feel safer with me? She lets my arm go and I walk off. I walk upstairs to the VIP section. A man stops me and I raise my eyebrow. Where's the owner? I heard she sits up here. He looks at me and I show him my phone. Walk all the way to the back and you will see her. He lets me by and I smile. Masked Man is a very useful person. I say to myself as I put my phone in my pocket. I walk to the back like the bouncer said and I find the person I'm looking for. I stand in front of her section and she looks at me. Her eyes widen when she realizes who I am. She runs up to me and gives me a hug. Oh my God. Zayden Thompson. It's been a long time. How are you? I hug her back. I've been good. What about you, Nora? She laughs. I've been good. I was told that you want me to do a job for you. I nod my head and smile. Yeah, but first, let's dance. I take her hand in mine and we walk downstairs. I wonder what lie Masked Man told her. Me and Nora used to live in the same neighborhood together. I forgot I even knew this woman until Masked Man told me about her. Don't you live in Las Vegas? You drove almost 7 hours to come and see me. I look around as we get on the dance floor. They say you're the person to go to if I don't want to get my hands dirty. She puts her front on my back and starts grinding against me. I look straight ahead and see Bunny sitting at a table. I actually came here with someone. I turn her around and she wraps her arms around my neck. Oh really? Who? Take an educated guess. She looks up and then shrugs her shoulders. How the hell am I supposed to guess someone if we haven't seen each other in years? A woman walks past us with a tray of drinks and Nora takes 2 shots off the tray. One for me and one for you. I drink the shot and she laughs. Now tell me who's the guest of honor. I turn her back around and point towards Bunny. Is that Loner Lyric? Oh my god. What the hell is she doing here? She starts laughing as we look at an uncomfortable Bunny. Bunny's eyes lands on me and I wink at her. She doesn't even recognize me. How the hell did you two end up together? I motion for Bunny to come to me and she slowly stands up. Once she gets up, a man walks up to her and wraps his arms around her waist. He whispers in her ear and she shakes her head. She's still a loner. She doesn't even want to talk to that man. Nora walks up to them and Bunny's eyes widen when she realizes it's Nora. She looks at me and I give her a threatening look. They walk up to me and I pull Bunny towards me. I bend down to her ear. Be smart. Nora looks at us and smiles. How did someone like Loner Lyric get a man as sexy as Zayden Thompson? I wrap my arms Bunny's waist and laugh. I ran into her at her workplace. Nora hands Bunny a drink, and no thank you. I take the drink out of Nora's hand and I drink the drink myself. So what's the job you want me to do? I show her my signature smirk. We actually want you to join us in a threesome. Her eyes widen and she looks at Bunny. Loner Lyric wants to have a threesome? You're joking, right? She starts laughing. You're telling me that you two drove 7 hours to have a threesome? I shrug my shoulders. We want to try something new in our relationship and the only way we would be comfortable with a threesome is if know someone. We walk back upstairs to her VIP section. We sit down and she pours us a drink. Why me? What makes you think I want to have a threesome? I look at her. You used to have threesome all the time in high school. Did something change? She takes a sip of her drink and laugh. That's what I thought. She rolls her eyes. Tonight? I nod my head. Yep. I look at Bunny and she is looking at her hands. Okay, I'll join you too. I pull Bunny in my lap. Bully number 2. How are you feeling? Please don't do this. I pull at her collar. Why shouldn't I? She looks at me. I want to leave it all in the past and you keep bring it back. I don't care about any of them anymore. Why can't you just leave it alone? We stand up and I grab her ass, because the best fun is revenge. Nora drinks 4 more shots and she follow us out. It took me only 45 minutes to get her to come with us. We walk to my car and Nora takes my hands in hers. Did you know I used to have a crush on you? I motion for Bunny to get in the back and she does as I say. Is it okay for me to get in the front? Nora asks. I nod my head and she looks at Bunny. You really had a crush on me? I ask Nora as we drive off towards the hotel. Yeah. Me and Autumn had a crush on you. Autumn was obsessed with you. You were the reason why she bullied Lyric. I look at Nora. Me? Yep. Get in touch and she'll tell you why. I look in the rearview mirror and see Bunny staring out the window. Where is Autumn anyway? She pulls out her phone. I have to look on Instagram real quick. She's in a different country from us. Did you know she's married to someone in the mafia? I look at her and then back at the road. Really? What mafia? She shrugs her shoulders. I have no idea, but right now she's in Europe. Mask Man sends me location I can go to. What else are you two into? Nora looks back at Bunny and she sighs. Lyric, I'm sorry for what I did to you in high school. I was young and stupid and I was just going along with everybody else. Bunny nods her head and show her a fake smile. I'm over it. We pull up to an abandoned house and she looks at me, where are we? I turn the car off, we're actually here to get revenge. Bunny's getting revenge on all her bullies. You being next in line. She looks at Bunny and then back at me, next? What do you mean next? I get out of the car and walk around to open the door for Nora. What I mean is that Bunny will be killing you. Camilla being her first victim, you being next. Nora looks at Bunny, why you killed Camilla? Bunny gets out of the car, and no. He killed her. I didn't do anything. Nora looks at me, Camilla's a drug dealer, right? Bunny killed Camilla with using the drugs she sell. It's pretty funny the way she died. She was blaming Bunny for everything. She looks at Bunny and walk up to her, you killed Camilla just because of what we did when we were younger? Bunny shakes her head and I lean against the car and watch them. No, I didn't kill her. He did, I'm over the bullying. She pushes Bunny back, why don't you believe me? I didn't kill her. She pushes Bunny again, why would he kill her? He didn't even know Camilla. Bunny starts crying, look where he bought us. Isn't this suspicious to you? Next thing I know, Nora pulls out a gun and aim it at Bunny. I'll kill you before you kill me. I walk up behind Nora and take the gun out of her hand. No need to shoot anybody. She glares at me, you're crazy. I smile at her, yeah, I know. She pulls out her phone, I'm calling my people to come and deal with you too. I start laughing, deal with who? Bunny's going to kill you and then we're going home. She looks at Bunny, you're going to kill me. Loner Lyric is going to kill me. Crybaby Lyric is going to kill me. She slowly walks up to Bunny and push her again, do it. Kill me. Kill me like you did Camilla. Bunny shakes her head, I'm not a killer. She pulls Bunny by her hair, kill me. Don't be scared. You killed Camilla and now you're going to kill me. Stop. Let me go. I'm not a killer. All of a sudden Bunny pushes Nora. Nora falls on the ground hitting her head against a rock. Nora stays on the ground and I laugh, why are you just laying there, get up? I kick Nora's foot and I tilt my head to the side. Next thing I know a poop blood starts forming by Nora's head. What the hell just happened? I look at Bunny and she looks at me with wide eyes, is she dead? I lift Nora's arm up and feel for a pulse. I turn her body over and start laughing when I see a stick stuck in her eye. You actually killed her. Bunny shakes her head, no 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 no. All I did was pushed her. I pull out my phone and text Masked Man, yeah, you pushed her and made her get a stick in her eye, killing her. I send a picture to Masked Man and he calls me, you are so lucky I have some men over there where you are. Did you stab her with a stick? Bunny starts throwing up, nope, Bunny killed her. I play with the stick and then pull it out her eye. I hold the stick in front of Bunny's face and she throws up again. That woman killed somebody? I laugh, yep. She's throwing up right now. He lets out a long sigh, send me your location so I can have my men come to get the body. I send him my location and look over at Bunny. She is sitting on her butt with her knees to her chest. She is rocking back and forth while mumbling words to herself. I walk up to her and she tenses you when she feels my presence, 2 down, 2 to go, joining Black Dragon. Lyric POV. I can't believe Nora's dead. I didn't do it on purpose. I was just trying to get her to stop pushing me. Zayden picks me up and puts me in the car. We're going back to the hotel. I don't feel like driving back home tonight. He says as we head back to the hotel. Can you kill me now? You didn't do anything. All you did was take the gun. I killed her. You can kill me now. I won't fight against you. I run my fingers through my hair. I unlock the door and open the door. Before I can even jump out, Zayden pulls me back by my collar, no need to get suicidal. He pulls over and closes the door. Go to the back. I do as he says and I sit on the floor, I shouldn't be alive. Kill me please. He starts driving and I cover my ears. Once we get to the hotel, he pulls me out of the car and throws me over his shoulders. We get in the elevator and he puts me down. I stare off in space and he lifts my head up. The life in your eyes is almost gone. I want you to have the same look in your eyes like me. Sooner or later you will kill with a smile on your face like me. I look at him and then put my hand on top of his dick. You want me to fuck you? I nod my head and he picks me up. He carries me to our room. He puts me down and rips my dress off of me. Do it rough please. He laughs as he takes his shirt, with pleasure. He shoves himself inside me and I lean my head against the door. He pulls me by my hair and I let out a soft moan. He bites my ear and I feel my knees go weak. You're actually enjoying this, aren't you? I slowly nod my head and he then bites my neck. He lifts my right leg up and I scratch at the door, harder. He slows down and rubs my clit. My legs start shaking and I throw my head back. You're so fucking tight. He puts his hand on top of mine and groans in my ear, I can't stand anymore. He laughs, yes you can. I push back against him and he thrusts even deeper. More. He pulls out of me and picks me up. I wrap my legs around his waist and he puts his dick back in me. He fucks me against the door and he sucks on my nipple. I feel myself tighten around him as I orgasm. Shit. I look at him and he has eyes close. He pulls out and comes all over the door. I feel my eyes get heavy. He puts me down and I fall to the floor. You're the best fuck I've ever had. He walks to the bathroom and I slowly stand up. I walk to the bathroom and he looks at me as he gets in the shower. I get in the shower with him and sit down. He washes himself up first and then starts washing me up. I'm actually being nice. Isn't that something new? I look at him, you asking me to fuck you and me cleaning you up. He rinses my body off and then turns the water off. Done being nice. Dry yourself off and get in the bed. We're leaving in the morning. I pick up a towel and wrap it around me. I look in the mirror and start crying. I scream and pull at my hair, ah. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. I pick up the trash can and throw it at the mirror. The mirror shatters and I pick up a piece of glass. Without thinking I slice my wrist. Zayden walks in and he leans against the doorway and crosses his arms, are you serious? I look at him and laugh, I did it since you're not going to do it. I fade into darkness and all I feel is my body falling to the bathroom floor. Zayden POV. I let out a long sigh and look under the sink and see a first aid kit. I take the towel from around Bunny's body and put it on her wrist. I push down on her wrist to slow the bleeding down. I look at her wrist and see that she didn't cut as deep. Looks like Bunny will be surviving this attempt. Once the bleeding slows down, I spray some dermaplast on the wound and wrap her wrist up with bandages. I pick her up and carry her to the bed. My phone starts ringing and I pick it up, hello. Are you sure that your Bunny killed this woman and not you? I laugh at Maskman's question, I didn't even touch the woman. Bunny also tried to kill herself. He lets out a long sigh, what did you do? She just accepted the fact that she killed someone. We'll be back over there tomorrow. I'm actually really sleepy. We hang up after that and I get in the bed and go to sleep. Morning. I wake up to the sound of someone knocking on the door. I stretch my body out and I see Bunny answering the door. I hear the sound of a cart getting pushed into the room. I go to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. I come out of the bathroom and see Bunny eating a piece of toast and looking out the window. Why didn't you let me die? I wanted to die. I look at her as I eat a piece of sausage, because I want you alive. Any other questions? She looks at her wrist, I can tell that was your first attempt. The cut wasn't as deep. Didn't you say you want to break me? Aren't I already broken? I just tried to kill myself last night. I shake my head, you're not broken yet. You're almost there. We eat breakfast and then head back home. I will not kill anybody else. No matter what you do to me. I will not kill just because you want me to be broken. I look over at her and smile. You say that now, but soon you will be killing with a smile on your face. She looks out the window for the entire car ride. Once we get back home, I go to the back to check on Baloo and Oscar. The two cubs run up to me and I let out a long sigh, and I thought I was crazy for having a pet lion. Baloo and Oscar hide behind me as Mask Man and his friend walks up to me. I also have me a pet tiger, but he's not here right now. He got shot and he's recovering. His name is Kovu. We did some research on you. You have an interesting past. I rub Baloo's head and laugh. I think it's pretty normal to me. He rolls his eyes and they both take their masks off. I raise my eyebrow. Kane Pry. As in the Kane Pry who has hotels all around the world. He nods his head. Yeah, that's me. I look at the other guy. Cade Knight, I'm the one who has been cleaning up behind you. I smile. Thank you for your time. I look at both of them. What do you two want with me? Do you know someone from my past or something and need my help to find them? Kane bends down and holds his hand out towards Baloo and Oscar. Nope. Have you heard of the mafia called Black Dragon? I shake my head. Nope. Why? You want me to kill someone in the mafia? I look at Cade. No, we want you to join us. I start laughing. You want me to join you? You do realize that's a crazy idea? What happens if I kill someone that's in the mafia with me? Cade looks past me and I turn around and see Bunny looking out the window. You wouldn't kill anybody in Black Dragon, so we don't have to worry about that. I shrug my shoulders. Okay. I don't have anything else better to do, so I might as well join you. Do you know anybody named Autumn Duncan? They both shake their heads. Why? I look at Kane. Someone told me that she was married to someone in the mafia, so I thought you two would know. You will have to get the Black Dragon symbol tattooed on you. Cade says as he plays with Oscar. Tattooed? Kane looks at me and smirk. Scared of needles? I lift my shirt up and show him my chest. Does it look like I'm scared of needles? I ask him sarcastically and he walks past me. I'm going to go talk to your woman real quick. You don't mind, do you? I follow behind him. Why would I? We walk to Bunny's room and she looks at us. Kane Pry. Kane shows her a small smile. Yeah, that's me. She looks behind us and looks at Cade. Who are you? Are you going to kill me? Kane shakes his head and I lean against the wall. No, we're not here to kill you. Let me see your wrist. She shakes her head, and no. Why are you so nice to me, but won't let me go or even kill me? He slowly walks up to her and she hugs herself. You've seen too much just for us to let you go. He reaches for her wrist and slowly unwraps her bandages. I go to the bathroom to get some fresh bandages while he looks at her wrist. I walk out of the bathroom and see Kane talking to Bunny and see Cade playing with the cat. I hand Kane the bandages and he wraps Bunny's wrist back up. Does it hurt? She shakes her head. Not as bad as it did earlier. She looks over at Cade. Black Dragon. I raise my eyebrow. You know about Black Dragon? She nods her head. I don't know how I know about Black Dragon, but I know that they're a very secrecy group. She points at Cade. I noticed your tattoo. She looks at me. Why would you like someone like Zayden to join you? Kane laughs. He said the exact same thing. Cade crosses his arms. You might as well explain to the both of them. Kane sits down beside Bunny. We want Zayden to join us because you have a breaking point. I raise my eyebrow. Breaking point. I can't get any more broken than this. Say if something happens that makes you go crazy. It's better to have someone like you on our side instead of you being against us. I let out a laugh. You're telling me if I go apeshit, you want me to be on your side so I don't kill any of your people. He nods his head. What happens if Bunny goes apeshit? He looks at Bunny. I'm nothing like him. I walk up to her and lift her head, soon you will be. She turns her head and I lick her ear, you're going to be a psycho just like me, don't cross me. Kane POV. When he showed his tattoos, did you see that scar? I ask Cade as we are heading back to the hotel. Yeah, the information we found on him was accurate. He has one sister and she is nowhere to be found. My phone starts ringing and I smile when I see Alizia FaceTiming me. Hey, Kane. How's work? It's going well. What are you doing? She flips her camera, Jasmine is teaching me how to pole dance. My eyes widen, Alizia. Hell no. Jasmine, no. Why is she teaching you how to pole dance? Alizia frowns and Jasmine jumps in the camera, because she asked me to teach her. Why else? I glare at Jasmine and she winks at me, you can't do anything because you're in Las Vegas working. We're actually going to go see Haven in a few days. I look at Cade and he has his eyes on the road, Kane, I love you. I look back at my phone and see Alizia smiling at me. I smile back at her, I love you too. We hang up after that and my eyes widen when I realized I forgot about the pole dancing. She really has me wrapped around her finger. I look at Cade, why are you still hiding? He shrugs his shoulders, I don't think it's safe for me to approach her yet. I roll my eyes, it's been almost 4 years. Any longer and she might get over you. He looks at me and I laugh, it was only a joke. Calm down. I let out a long sigh, in my opinion, I think you should go to her. I feel like you would be at ease if you know that she is by your side. He looks at me and then back at the road, I'll think about it. I roll my eyes and I get a text message from Jasmine. It's a video of Alizia dancing on the pole. I hold my phone up in front of Cade's face, this is why I want you to hurry up and get Jasmine. My woman is dancing on a pole. He rolls his eyes and pushes my hand away, she's only going to dance in front of you, so calm down. I look at my phone and then at him, you're right. Never mind, Jasmine can continue to teach her. We get to the hotel and Neil is in the living room watching TV. Alizia and Jasmine are going to go visit Haven. I say to Neil as I walk to the kitchen. His eyes widen, wait, what? Cade looks at him, Jasmine and Alizia are going to go visit Haven. How much clearer can we get? Neil groans, Jasmine going to teach Haven some weird things and Alizia's going to talk about the sub/dom relationship. I don't want my precious Haven learning any of that. I go to the refrigerator and grab a bottle of water, maybe Haven can learn a little bit from our women. Your sex life might be better. I wink at him and he gives me the finger, our sex life is wonderful. We don't need any tips or anything. Cade smirks at him, really? The woman who's been kidnapped since she was a baby is good at sex. Neil throws an apple at Cade and I laugh, what about your women? Alizia. Jasmine? He looks at Cade, Jasmine has threesomes for fun. No one has ever complained about having sex with her. Neil then looks at me, Alizia is the best. Sex with her is like a whole different high. He mumbles to himself and I laugh, anything else you would like to know about our sex life? He rolls his eyes and pulls out his phone. Hey, Neil. I look at him, really? Do you not want Haven to have any friends? Cade says as hits Neil on the head, Haven, I'm just calling you to check up on you. I heard Jasmine and Alizia are coming to visit you. We hear Emiko and Luca in the background, hey Papa. Haven, be safe. I am Neil. Jasmine and Alizia are going to be here too and we're all going to be safe. I look over at Cade and before I can say anything Zayden walks in. Alizia, Jasmine, and Haven. That's their names. Alizia belonging to Kane Pry, Jasmine belonging to Cade Knight, and Haven belonging to the man I don't know yet. He looks at us with a smile on his face, Haven, let me call you back. Who the hell are you? Neil looks at Zayden, I should be asking you that same question. Zayden looks at me, Aren't you going to introduce me? I look at Neil. Neil, this is Zayden, we told you about him the other day. Zayden, this is Neil Andrews. Zayden raises his eyebrow. Neil Andrews. The man who saves kidnapped people. You're in the mafia? How the hell did you find us? Why are you even here? Cade asks as he leans against the countertop. Zayden looks at him. I followed you here. I just want to know who you dearly love. He walks around the kitchen and then goes in the refrigerator. Why do you care so much? He looks at me and then smiles. Here's the thing, if you decide to cross me up or do anything against me, I'll come for every single person you care about. I glare at him. Don't you want to rethink that? He shakes his head. No, I don't. Haven being the easiest person to find. The woman who was kidnapped since she was a baby. I can find her with no problem. Alizia being next, she's the woman who's with the man who has his hotels around the world. Another easy find for me. The hardest will be Jasmine. Cade Knight is not a known man. Jasmine is not someone's special woman. But I do have someone who can find people for me with no problem. He walks towards the door. Your point? He looks at Cade, meaning no matter how hard you hide them from me, I will come from them. Don't cross me. He walks out after that and Neil looks at me. That's the psycho you want to join us. He's crazier than you, isn't he? Cade nods his head. That's what I said. Kane, if Zayden do so much as touch Jasmine, I'll come for you. He walks out of the kitchen and Neil looks at me. I hope you know what you're doing. Zayden POV. I am on my way back home when I get a phone call from Nancy. What's wrong, Nancy? She's outside with the cubs. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. Also, Nancy, I need you to find information on Cade Knight and Jasmine Mills. I hear typing in the background. Okay, I'll let you know when I find something. We hang up after that and 10 minutes later I am home in the backyard. I watch from afar as Bunny plays with Baloo and Oscar. My phone goes off and I see an email saying Kovu is back to his full health and he'll be back home soon. How much longer until you kill with a smile on your face? I continue to watch Bunny and Nancy walks up to me. Did you find anything? She shakes her head and hands me a folder. No, but I found out where Paisley Becker is. I look at the folder. She is in this country, right? She nods her head as I read through the folder. She's in Oklahoma. Not only that, but she also knows where's Autumn Duncan. I look over at Bunny. She has 2 more bullies to kill. I wonder on which bully will she break. I look back at Nancy. Okay, we leave in the next few days. Pack some things up for Bunny. She nods her head and then walks off. I walk over to Bunny and she looks at me. Why didn't you kill me? I sit down on the swing and Oscar runs up to me. Because you begged for your life. She shakes her head. Since I've been with you, each person you killed before begged for their life. What's so different about me? I walk up to her and bend down in front of her. Because you were a virgin. Fucking someone as tight as you is a little bit too hard to find. Unknown POV. How can you go after him? He is someone special to you? I look at Autumn and she is leaning against the wall with her arms crossed. You still have that little crush on him. Don't you? She rolls her eyes. No, I don't. As you can see, I'm married. I look at my computer. That's just a cover-up. If he were to show up right now and ask for you to be by his side, you will go with him with no hesitation. She scoffs. That's what you think. I watch as Zayden is talking to some woman he kidnapped. That's what I know. What do you see in him anyway? She laughs. Why do you care? Don't you want me to take him away from you? I roll my eyes. Think what you want. I look back at my computer and see that he kisses the woman and then leave her in the yard with his 2 bear cubs. What are you watching anyway? Autumn walks up to me and I exit out of the surveillance app. None of your business. She rolls her eyes. If you were watching porn, it's okay to tell me. We're both mature adults here. Why would I be watching porn? She laughs, when was the last time you had some good dick? You're too busy trying to get rid of Zayden for my husband that you haven't had any good sex in a while. She looks at her watch, tonight we're going out and you're going to have sex with a sexy European man. She pushes me in the bathroom, take a shower. I'll find something for you to wear. I look at myself in the mirror, who's the woman Zayden? I can die now. Zayden POV. I am down in the basement with a man. Who wants me dead? I did nothing wrong. I look over at Bunny and see her staring at the man with no emotion. You're on my kill list. He glares at me as I walk to the table behind him. What the fuck is this kill list? I look at him and smile. I saw this on TV. A man killed this other man by slowly pouring acid on him. He started from his feet and went all the way up to his head. That's how you're going to die. He looks at Bunny. Who is she? Someone you're fucking? He smiles at Bunny. If he kills me, my people will come after you. I raise my eyebrow and Bunny tilts her head to the side. As long as they kill me, I'm fine by it. I start laughing and the man looks at me. Bunny's ready to die, I just won't give her the satisfaction. He looks at me with a disgusted look. I don't like it when men look at me like that. It's a horrible feeling. I walk up to Bunny and pull her towards me. I walk back in front of the man and open Bunny's robe. See, she doesn't even care that I'm showing her body off. I hold her wrist up. She even tried to kill herself but didn't succeed. She's not fully broken yet. Bunny turns around and looks up at me. Aren't you going to fuck me in front of him? You do it all the time. I grab her ass and smile. You want me to fuck you? I push her and she falls back on the man. She leans back against the man and raises her right leg. She wraps it around my waist and pulls me towards her. I cup her face. Where's the emotion, Bunny? All I see is cold eyes. I grind against her and she lets out a soft moan. Like you said, I'm broken, aren't I? I lick her lip. Not all the way broken. Like I said, you're almost there. She looks at the man. He's hard. I look at the man and laugh. Do you like it when Bunny is on you? I pull Bunny off of him. Do you want to fuck Bunny? I cup Bunny's pussy and laugh. You can't, she's only had sex with one person and that's me. I grind against Bunny's ass. You made me so fucking hard. She pushes back on me. Then fuck me. I push her back against the man and pull my pants down. She puts her hands on his shoulders and I push myself inside of her. I let out a low groan and she lets out a soft moan. Fuck. I will never get tired of this pussy. She wiggles her ass and I laugh. Be patient. I slam my hips against her and she moans out louder. I look at the man and he has his eyes on her chest, staring too hard. Aren't we? He looks at me and clears his throat. He closes his eyes and I fuck Bunny. I rub her clit. More. Fuck me more. I laugh when I realize what she's doing. I see what you're doing. It's not going to work. I will make you enjoy this even if I have to go slow. She looks at me. First you won't kill me and now you won't fuck me hard. I just want to feel pain. I slowly move my hips and her leg starts shaking. No pain, but pleasure, yes. I push her against the man and I laugh. Open your eyes. This is your last time seeing a woman. You better get a good look. Bunny puts her face in his neck. Harder. I pull her up and move her to the wall. She puts her hands against the wall and I put my hands on top of hers. Doesn't it feel good having me fucking you slow? I let out a groan as she tightens around me and orgasm. Shit. I pull out and come on her ass. She falls to the floor and leans her head against the wall. I let out a long breath. Bunny, you by far have the best pussy. I pick my pants up off the floor and put them on. I look at the man. You're still hard. Bunny's moaning and screaming are the best, isn't it? He looks away from me and his eyes widen. I look towards Bunny and see that she has a knife. I can do it now, can't I? I can die now. Bunny stabs herself in the stomach with a smile on her face. You can't save me now. The wound is too deep. I'm finally getting away from you. She starts laughing as she spits up blood. She falls to the floor and I walk up to her. I pull the knife out of her stomach and take my shirt off. You and your suicidal moments are really starting to get on my nerves. I put my shirt against the wound and I call for Nancy. Call the contact number that says, Mask Man. Tell him I need a doctor. Nancy comes down and picks up my phone. She calls Cade and tells him I need a doctor. He asked for a what? I motion for her to put the phone on speaker. Bunny stabbed herself and she's losing some blood. Any more questions you would like to ask? I hear some shuffling. Okay, we're on the way with a doctor. Make sure you're putting pressure down on the wound. I tell Nancy to hang up and she looks at Bunny with a worry expression, worried about her. She looks at me, I don't know. Bunny groans, no. Gee, get away. I want to die. I smile at her, yeah, that's not happening. She drops her head and I tap her face, nope, wake up. The two nice men are on their way here. She slowly opens her eyes and then closes them again. Fine, go to sleep then. 20 minutes later Cade, Kane, and Neil show up with a doctor right behind them. The doctor looks at Bunny and then at me, carry her up to a room. I pick Bunny up and carry her to the room we first had sex in. What happened? The doctor asks as he looks at Bunny's wound. She stabbed herself. Kane looks at me, I didn't do anything. Go ask the man who is tied up to the chair. He saw everything. From the corner of my eye, I see Neil leaning against the wall, keeping your distance? He looks at me, who is this woman to you? I look at Bunny and then back at him. Bunny is someone I'm breaking. She's going to kill with a smile on her face like me. Neil looks at Kane, you still want this psycho to join us? What the hell will he bring us? I walk up to Neil and he stands his ground. I can't wait until we start working together. I wonder if we'll ever team up together. Neil crosses his arms, I pray that me and you will never team up. The doctor clears his throat, I stitched her wound up. I left some pain medicine for her to take. She needs to take 2 every 8 hours until they're all gone. Since this is not her first time trying to kill herself, you need to give her the pills every 8 hours. He throws a pill bottle at me and I catch it, too many of those and she can die. I look at the pills, is this doctor in Black Dragon? Cade nods his head, anybody that we bring here will most likely be a part of Black Dragon. I look at Bunny and she has her eyebrows furrowed. I walk over to her and touch her forehead. She relaxes her face, I don't want Bunny to have wrinkles so early on in her life. Kane clears his throat, since we're all here we might as well talk. I look at him, why are you going after all of her old bullies? I laugh, you caught on? Bunny killing her bullies will break her to the point of no return. I sit down on the bed, I was told that Autumn Duncan actually started bullying Bunny because of me. I want to find her and ask her about that. I don't really remember certain things, but I don't care. I'm not losing any sleep because of it. Cade taps his chest, that scar on your chest? I raise my eyebrow, I got it in a fire. Why? He shakes his head and I look at Neil, aren't you going to ask me a question? He rolls his eyes, I could give 2 shits about you. I laugh, I like you, I definitely hope we team up together. He gives me the finger, I only want to fuck Bunny. No one else and plus I'm not gay. Now you walked into that one. Cade says and Kane nods his head agreeing with him. When you go for Autumn Duncan we will be coming along. I look back at Kane, why? I don't need any help. He smirks at me, don't want us to crash your honeymoon. He looks at Bunny and then at me and I raise my eyebrow, you got jokes, don't you? Cade walks out and I follow him, where are you going? He walks down to the basement, since we're here you might as well kill him. Cade pulls out his gun and shoots the man in the head. My mouth drop. Why? I was going to use acid. You ruined my kill. He takes a picture and then sends it to me. Kane, help me with this body. Kane helps Cade lift the body and Neil laughs. Cheer up, kid. You can use acid on your next target. Kid? You can't be that much older than me. Are you an old man? Neil puts his hand over his heart and Kane starts laughing. That's not funny, Kane. And no, I'm not an old man. Don't use old man anymore. Cade looks at me and I see that he is trying to hold his laugh in. Bye, old man. Neil glares at me and I shrug my shoulders. You telling me not to do it makes me want to be defiant. I smile at him and he groans. I feel like this is deja vu. Kane, he isn't your brother or cousin. Some type of blood relative? Kane laughs and I raise my eyebrow. Nope, nowhere near related to him. We might be crazy, but that's it. We walk outside. You sure? Because you called me an old man repeatedly when we first met. They get in the car and I watch as they drive off. I walk back into the house and see Nancy cooking. Make sure you check up on her. Don't worry about her medicine, I'll give it to her. She nods her head. Zayden. I look back at her and she is looking at the ground. I was worried about her. Is that a bad thing? I smile at her. That's for you to decide. I will never go against you. Lyric POV. I wake up with a sharp pain in my stomach. I let out a painful groan as I look at my stomach. I lay back down and look at the ceiling. Why can't he just let me die? I cover my face and I hear the door open up. Good, you're up. Take these pills. I look at Zayden through my fingers and he is holding up a glass of water in front of me. Why won't you let me die? I take the glass and pills from him, because I can't let all of my hard work go down the drain. I swallow the pills and lay down and put my back towards him. I hear him get in the bed. You're really going to fuck me after I just stabbed myself? He turns me around and forces me to look at him. The next time you try to kill yourself you're going to wish you never even thought about killing yourself. I move my face out of his hand. Hopefully the next time I try, I'll succeed. I hear some shuffling and I feel his arm across my chest. He forces me to turn around and I groan. I did just stab myself. So can you be a little more gentle? He looks at me and lets out a soft laugh. For someone who tried to kill themselves you've become more outspoken. I close my eyes and he pokes my forehead. I slowly open my eyes. When you're done with me are you going to find another woman to break? He starts laughing, scared I might get rid of you. You'll know when you're fully broken. He puts his hand on top of my wound and I let out a soft groan. My beautiful body is scarred up. Are you going to get rid of me now? He looks at me and smiles. Nope. It makes me want to put more scars on your body myself. I move his hand off of me and I turn my back to him. I look out the window and see the bear cubs playing with a tiger. He really has a tiger. He pulls me to his chest and I groan. Do you want to open my wound back up? I touch my stomach and then let out a long sigh. I hear him get up. I'll be back in 8 hours. He walks out of the room and I let my tears fall. I look at my wrist and let out a shaky breath. I'm already broken. I put my face in my pillow and cry. I don't want to live anymore. Zayden POV. As I'm walking to the kitchen I see Nancy peeking into Bunny's room. I clear my throat and she jumps. I was just checking on her. I walk to the kitchen and she follows me. You can go back. She shakes her head. I found information on Cade Knight and Jasmine Mills. She hands me a folder. Cade Knight is known for going crazy on a guy who kidnapped Jasmine while they were in high school. I raise my eyebrow as I look at the file. Jasmine Mills was known as the school's whore. Her father is a well-known man. Her mother died in a bad car accident when she was just a little girl. The mother's body was never found, but she is presumed dead. I pour myself a drink as I look at the files. Where is Jasmine now? She looks at her iPad and then at me. She's located in Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Looks like me and Bunny will be visiting her real soon. She looks at me and I lean against the countertop. Cade Knight is the son of Titus Knight. People feared him and they say Cade is way worse than his father. I cross my arms. What are you saying? She visibly swallows. I don't think you should go see Jasmine. She has the black dragon tattoo on her. I smile at her. I'm only going to visit her. No need to get all worked up. I close the file and pull out my phone. I look up Black Dragon and all that comes up is that they're a very secrecy group. The only thing people know about them is what their sign is. I look at the picture of Black Dragon. This is going to be fun. 2 weeks later. Bunny is finally done taking her stupid pain pills. I haven't really done any killing since she tried to kill herself. So right now I'm desperate to slice someone's throat or shoot someone in the head. I walk to the back and see Bunny playing with Kovu. She looks at me and then back at Kovu. Did you know Nancy was worried about you? She continues to play with Kovu. That's a lie. I shake my head. It's actually not. She asked me was it a bad thing for her to worry about you. I told her that's for her to decide. She finally looks at me, as if someone with no type of emotion would care about me. I'm surprised she has never tried to kill you. I raise my eyebrow. Who said she never tried? I walk up to her and she steps back. I grab her by the neck and slowly push her against a tree. I killed Nancy family. She tried to kill me plenty of times in our first few years being together. Then one day I finally told her why I killed her family. After that, I told her the reason she became the emotionless Nancy who helps me find people. She looks at me with a disgusted look and I groan. I really love when you look at me like that. She pushes me away. Nancy is the first person I've ever broken. I dig in my back pocket and pull out my phone and see a text message from Cade. Why must they come here all of a sudden? I say to myself as I read the message, why did you kill her family? I hum in response, why? Because I wanted to. She shakes her head. That's a lie. Why would she all of a sudden give up killing you after you killed her family? She should either still be trying or what? Kill herself like you tried 2 times before? She walks past me and I follow behind her, looking for Nancy. She ignores me as we walk in the house with Kovu following us in. We walk in the kitchen and she stares at Nancy. Why did he kill your family? Nancy looks at Bunny and then at me. I lean against the wall and watch them with a smile on my face. Kovu sits down beside me and looks up at me. I rub his head and look at Nancy. My family. I don't remember. Bunny shakes her head. Why are you lying? Who can I tell? I'm stuck here until he kills me anyway. Why did he kill your family? Nancy slowly shakes her head. I don't remember. Bunny bangs on the counter. Bullshit. You remember. Who would forget about their family being murdered? Nancy steps back and shakes her head. No. I don't remember. I tick my tongue when I see tears in Nancy's eyes. You're making her cry. Nancy tears fall and she covers her ears. I want to forget. I don't want to remember. She falls to the floor and mumbles to herself. Bunny looks at her. Why do you want to forget? That's not something you can just forget. Nancy screams, no. Shut up! I let out a long sigh. Nancy's family wasn't the best to her. Her dad and older brother raped her every day. Mom was a drug addict and used Nancy's body to get more drugs whenever she didn't have the money. Nancy had her brother and father's dick in her every day along with some drug dealer's dick in her nonstop. I kick myself off the wall. Nancy, go to your room. She quickly runs out of the kitchen while crying. So one day I decided to go to Nancy's home. I walk in on a man beating and raping Nancy. Her mom was high on some drug and her brother and dad were just sitting on the sofa watching TV. Bunny covers her mouth and I see tears form in her eyes. I shot the guy who was raping her in the head. I had Luke find 2 guys for me. I had the 2 guys rape Nancy's mother repeatedly as the brother and the dad watch. Nancy was unconscious through it all. Bunny's tears finally fall and I laugh. You want to know so bad. No need for you to cry. She sucks in a shaky breath and I laugh, as the guys are raping the mom. I have a brother and dad standing up with no clothes on. Guess what I did to them? She slowly shakes her head and I roll my eyes. You're no fun. I cut both of their dicks off and shove them up their own asses. I pull out my phone and go to some pictures. I show her the pictures and she gasps. Since they like fucking so much they might as well fuck themselves. They were alive through it all. They died a slow and painful death by bleeding out. I shot the mom in the head and then left after that. Once it gets on the news I go to the hospital Nancy was located and found out that she doesn't remember anything that has ever happened to her. The only thing she remembered was seeing me kill her family. I brought her home with me and every day for the next 2 years she tried to kill me until one day I told her everything. Bunny sits down in shock. Once I told her everything she remembered everything. She remembered her dad and brother raping her. She remembered her mom being a drug addict and remembered the drug dealer who used to rape her also. Nancy was so traumatized that her mind made her forget everything. Me telling her the reason why I killed her family triggered something and helped her remembered. Bunny puts my phone down and starts rocking back and forth in the chair. Why didn't you kill her after she tried to kill you? A voice asked. I look past Bunny and see Cade, Kane, and Neil. I cross my arms, because she became someone who helped me find my next killings. I smile at them. How much did you hear? Neil shrugs his shoulders. Everything. Let me see the pictures. I throw him my phone and he looks at the pictures with wide eyes. Yeah, Kane, he beats you. Look at the way he killed them. Kane looks at the pictures. That is worse than me. I leave the kitchen and go to Nancy's room. I open the door and see her sitting on the bed staring out the window. You're not thinking suicidal, are you? She continues to stare out the window with a blank look and a tear-stained face. You saved me from my family. I will never go against you no matter what.